this video is going to allow you to go from someone that just knows how to place stairs using the command on Revit to someone that's actually able to integrate the staircase with walls, with the floor slabs, with the railings, and actually model it as if we're going to build it in an actual house, right? So you might know how to place the stairs just by using the Revit command stairs on Revit, but you don't know how to put the railings in, you don't know how to connect the proper walls, so it's integrated properly with this staircase. You don't know how to add a railing which is going on the side connected to the wall, right? You want to go from this to this level. And that's what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to integrate it and bring everything together. So far, what I've done is I've placed my staircase according to the functions on Revit. So I just went to architecture and I placed my staircase, and it's automatically done the railings, and I've also done my walls which go around the staircase, and I've placed my floors. But this is not quite complete, right? I can see that we need to actually extend this wall so that we can't walk underneath the staircase. Because in my house, we have a staircase and there's a closet underneath the staircase. So we should actually have a wall underneath the staircase so that we can't walk underneath here. We need to extend this wall this way, and that wall actually needs to go in between the staircase so that when you're going up the staircase, on the right is just a wall, and then you can go all the way up, right? So what I'm going to do is I will go to my ground floor plan, and over here I will extend this wall by using the wall command, WA on my keyboard. I'm going to click at the end point where the previous wall was and just continue that onwards to the center over here, and then continue that to the middle here, right? So this is not perfect, but you get the idea. This is sort of what I want. As you can see, the wall is going all the way up. So this is a bit annoying because this wall is sort of, it just needs to stop on an angle, right? It's not meant to go into the railing here. And as you can see here, this wall on this side, which is just going and sort of closing out, is not completely optimized because we have a space in between that wall, and we have a space between the wall and the railing, and it doesn't really look professional. So what I'm gonna do is, for now, I'm gonna delete this wall, right? And we're just gonna work with this wall, and we've placed it over here. I'm going to actually edit my staircase because I want my staircase not to have this small distance over here. I want the upper landing. So there's two rises, right? You're going up once and then you go up again. So you go up here and you go up again. I want them to actually sit flush, right? I want this right support to sit flush with the wall. And then I want the wall to extend just to the bottom of that right support of the upper staircase, right? What I'll do is I'll click my staircase and I'll go into the staircase editing mode. And as you can see, this is in the staircase editing mode. What I can do is I can actually extend this. First of all, I want to find the distance between this and this. So if we go the distance from here to here, what is that? 338. So if we divide 338 by 2, that'll be like 170. So if we have 170, let's extend this. So this is 1170. And the idea behind this is I'm also going to extend this down so that this is aligned, right? This right support is aligned with this right support. It's going to be on top of each other, and you'll see why in a second. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go align, and I want to align this to this, and that's going to pull it on top of that. And what you'll see is now you can go up, right? And those two right supports are sort of overlapping each other. And what this means is I can extend my wall this way, just before that right support. And the right support can actually attach to the base of that wall. Yeah? So I've edited my staircase. After this, what I'll do is I'll click OK. So my staircase is now edited. You will see that your railings have sort of gone screwed up. So let's actually edit our railings. Let's click this. And I know that I don't want this railing, right? And we can click OK. So we only have the railing which starts when you get to the center and you want to go to the second run of stairs. So now what we can do is we can actually take this and we can extend this wall, WA, start at the end point, and we can continue this all the way to where this stops, right? And now you'll see there's a bit of an issue. You can't see any of the right supports. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that wall and we're going to keep moving it up until we can see both right supports. So as you can see, you started seeing both right supports right about there, okay? But you want to extend it all the way so that we're engulfing both of the supports. So I'll open this 3D view so I can have a look and see what's happening. If I go back here, you'll see that that's about the time when both right supports are engulfed, right? So what I'll do is I'll align my wall to that part, and I'll click, and sort of I'll exit out of my editing mode. So as you can see, that wall is sitting, right, on the right support. And the easiest way for you to check this is by opening sort of a section view. If we go here and we do like a section from here to here, we can right click and say go to view, and as you can see, you'll be able to see that this is, where's the wall? This is the wall, right? And then this right support is sitting just on that wall. So we can actually take this wall and we can adjust this based on this section view so that it's sitting just, right now it might seem that it's sitting in, so what we can do is we can take this and we can align this wall, and it's properly aligned, right? It just looks like this on the section view, but you get the idea. There's a wall here, the right support is sitting on that wall, the right support is sitting on that wall, right? So let's go back to our ground floor. I'm going to delete this. It's a good practice to just delete sections when you don't want them, because otherwise they're going to keep coming up, and then at the end when you finish your project, you're going to have so many sections that you don't need and you've lost track, right? So what we can do now is we need to do one additional thing, which is edit this wall, because this wall is actually going all the way through the staircase. Doesn't make sense. So the best thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a section view and we're going to place that section view just on top of both of those, that right support and that wall, and we're going to adjust that section view so that in this section view what we should be able to see is the wall, and also we should be able to see the right support. So let me move this section to this side, but the idea is I'm going to keep adjusting this section by using the down arrow until I see, there you can, so you can see the right support, right? If I zoom in a bit more and I go up, you can see the wall. So what we want is we want to see both, but we can't actually see both, which is a bit of an issue. Oh, but in this case, we actually can see both. If we can see the wall here, which we can edit, and we can also see the right supports, which is good because now I can go here and I can edit this wall. We can go edit profile and we can do some mucking around here. We can move this down just over here. We can remove our constraint. We can take this and we can place this all the way down here. We can take this and we can place this down here, and then we can close this up over here, and we can sort of move this into place. And so now we've edited our wall so that it's sitting, and there's a small offset where you can actually connect that bottom or that right support to the wall. And if you click OK, now the wall is nicely edited. And if you go to your 3D view, as you can see, that wall is perfectly sitting right where it's meant to be sitting. So that wall is sitting, that is extending, the staircase is extending all the way up. The wall is taking like a sharp right turn, and now you'd be able to put in a door here and then use that as a closet. An additional thing you can do is, if you want to actually use it as a closet, is you would add an additional wall that spans from here to here, right? And then you would do the exact same thing. You'd put a section there and you would edit what it looks like so that it just sits below that staircase, right? So then you have a staircase that you can see when you go into the broom closet or whatever, and that wall is going to be attached to the floor, and then you have a back wall over there. I'm not going to add the back wall because I'm not going to add a door in this case because I don't want to under stair storage, but that is the idea behind this. And usually in that scenario, you would just have a wall at the back, and then you would just have some empty space over here, right? And you wouldn't really use that as utility because it's too low. So that's the idea behind editing that. What you'll also realize is, in this case, since we deleted our handrail in order to make this look nice, we don't have a handrail. So if you want to add a handrail, go on Google and type in Revit handrail for stairs, and you'll find a bunch of those handrails. What you can then do is I just found this on the internet. It's a stainless steel handrail. So you can take this and you can literally, it says Autodesk Revit family. You can take this and you can just drag this into your project. It'll upgrade it from whatever it was to, and then you can just place it randomly. So now that we've placed a handrail, we can actually go and edit this handrail. If you want, you can actually align this properly, but I'm just going to do a quick workaround and rotate this at 60 degrees. Oh, that was too much. Rotate this, something like that. Place it over here. Maybe you want to see the distance. You might want to check the distance between here and here, so it's around 1 meter or something. And then so now you have a handrail which goes all the way up that you can hold, like a stainless steel handrail. And then you can add another handrail the exact same way on this side if you want to, but if you don't, you have the handrail on the right side, right? So if we go now and we change this to realistic, you'll see this is starting to look much better. We have a handrail, we have our staircase, which we've adjusted the length. We've added our wall in, and the wall is going in between the two stairs, and the two stairs are aligned on top of each other, and our right supports are also aligned, so that the right support just to the left of that right support, or just to the right of it, depending on which way you're looking at it from, you have that wall which continues, and you can actually attach the right support. So this is how it would actually be constructed, and this is what it would actually look like. One additional thing, you might want to clean this up in terms of the walls, because you've placed your walls and you place your floors. When you have a staircase, you have a cutting or an opening in that area. What ends up happening is, most of the time, since you place walls on the top and the bottom, you have this, which is just like it's the floor slab, which you can see, which is not ideal, right? So what you want to do is, maybe if we go to our section view, we can see that issue. You have this floor slab which is actually sitting flush with the walls, and we don't want that. We want the walls to be fully white. We don't want to see any slab when we're going upstairs. So what we can do is we can actually edit the on ground floor. The best idea is to click that floor slab, get into the editing mode by double clicking it, and then you can sort of bring this into the center and click OK. It might ask you if you want to attach something to the top. Yeah, attach it. Unjoin elements because there's some issue over here. And now what I can do is I can actually take this and extend this down. So we'll take this and we'll align this to here, right? And so now when we're going up the staircase, everything looks nice. So this is perfect because we're going up the staircase and we can't see carpet, right? And we go up here. It's fine to have it overhanging over here, because technically what they'll do is they'll just put carpet on this and you will just see like an overhang of carpet. Or you can do the exact same thing and extend this wall upwards. But I just wanted to do it over here because it seemed obvious. So now if we turn our realistic mode back on, this will be joined obviously, but this is starting to look really good. We have a railing over here. We can go up. It's not it's joined here, so it doesn't look weird. We don't have a section which is protruding out the wall. And then we can continue upwards, and we have our railing over here, and we have our railing over here as well that we added. And at this point, you can add a door here. You can extend this wall, and then you can have a broom closet underneath the staircase. One additional thing is, you might see there's an issue with this wall extending all the way up to the top of that slab. I just noticed that. So what we can do is we can edit this so that it sits underneath the slab. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to click that wall and we will have to attach to the top base. We'll have to click that, and that should do it, right? So we no longer see anything protruding out.